Most men fight for a woman's physical attention, texting constantly and staying available. Strategic men fight for mental space. Physical attention is temporary, thought space is permanent. When she replays your words and wonders about you, that is true influence. Obsession comes from psychological tension, not intensity. But a warning, these principles tap into deep memory and attachment. Use them responsibly to build real value and strong dynamics, never to manipulate. The biggest mistake men make is overexposure. They extend text threads and stay on calls long past the peak, believing availability builds connection. In reality, constant access destroys value. The brain filters out background noise. When you remove space, you remove her ability to replay the interaction. Real impact is measured by how long your memory lingers after you leave. Keep interactions concise and meaningful, then step back to give her feelings room to grow. To control mental space, speak with precision without trailing off or over-explaining. Prioritize quality over duration. Most importantly, embrace the silence after a great interaction. Distance is not coldness. It is psychological room for her mind to digest the experience. Short interaction, deep impact, then space. When the conversation ends and her mind keeps replaying it, you are no longer just talking to her. You are occupying her thoughts. The human mind constantly scans people for simple patterns to put them into neat boxes. The entertainer, the nice guy, or the quiet worker. The moment a woman completely categorizes you, her curiosity drops because her brain feels there is nothing left to discover. Predictable men become forgettable because their reactions never change. Obsession grows from depth and complexity. Being hard to define means having emotional control and multidimensional character. To build complexity, stay calm and centered during high-stress moments, but show sharp humor when the vibe is light. Be disciplined in your purpose, yet completely present in private moments. Listen deeply, but maintain strong boundaries. This contrast creates cognitive engagement. She begins asking quiet internal questions about your character. The more difficult it is to reduce you to a simple trope, the more mental energy she invests in trying to figure you out. Certainty brings comfort, but controlled uncertainty creates focus. When a woman knows precisely how you feel at every second, exactly how you will react, and that your schedule revolves around her, there is nothing left for her mind to solve. Controlled uncertainty is not about playing toxic games or sending mixed signals out of insecurity. It comes from emotional steadiness paired with selective availability. Your character stays solid, but your access is earned. Do not feel compelled to over-explain your every move or justify your schedule. Respond on your own rhythm, driven by real-life commitments rather than emotional urgency. Let your approval be earned through good energy and mutual effort, never guaranteed. When there is a subtle gap between deep connection and complete predictability, curiosity fills that gap. She analyzes your tone and timing, and that active search for clarity creates deep mental attachment. At a subconscious level, everyone is drawn to people who make them feel stronger, sharper, and elevated. If your presence makes a woman feel grounded, clear-headed, or confident, you shift from being an option to a priority. Comfort builds friendship. Elevation creates lasting attraction. Most men try to build closeness purely through comfort and endless agreement. While comfort relaxes the mind, elevation activates it and makes you psychologically valuable. To project true elevation, act as an anchor. In a world full of reactivity, a man who remains calm and unshakable acts as a powerful refuge. Second, lead by standard, not advice. Demonstrate discipline and direction through your actions rather than lecturing her. Third, offer selective validation. Do not shower her with cheap compliments. Notice her effort and intellect. When your respect feels earned, she will naturally care about your perspective. The human brain pays attention to contrast and adapts quickly to monotony. If a man is always hyper-intense, always playful, or always agreeable, his emotional baseline flattens into background noise. Contrast breaks through that baseline and resets attention. If you are usually composed, a brief moment of warm vulnerability carries immense weight. If you are typically direct, an unexpected moment of relaxed banter sticks out sharply in her memory. The brain encodes unexpected shifts deeply because they break expectation, and what breaks expectation stays in long-term memory. People remember peak emotional shifts, not flat hours of passive hanging out. When your presence contains depth, subtle variation, and authenticity, your psychological footprint expands. By mastering emotional contrast, you ensure that every interaction feels lively, engaging, and memorable. Most men stay too long. They drag out dates until both people are tired and stay on the phone until the conversation dies into awkward silence. In psychology, overextension destroys impact. Every interaction follows an emotional curve that rises, peaks, and declines. If you stay past the peak, her brain registers the ending as ordinary. Strategic men disengage while the energy is still rising, leaving a powerful impression behind. End the date or call when the conversation is at its absolute best, leaving both of you engaged. Step away cleanly without over-explaining. Leaving at the peak creates an open emotional loop. Because the interaction ended relative to high energy, her brain does not get complete closure. Instead of moving on, her mind replays the high point. She ends up anticipating the next encounter, rather than feeling relieved that this one finally came to an end. Nothing destroys attraction faster than visible emotional dependency. The moment a woman feels that you need her validation, fast replies, or attention to feel secure, the power dynamic collapses. The relationship shifts from a voluntary choice to a heavy obligation. True value stems from internal completeness. When your life is structured around real purpose and personal goals, your desire for a woman comes from choice, never desperation. Neediness projects a message that you need her attention to feel complete. Self-sufficiency demonstrates that you enjoy her presence, but your foundation is already built. When your mood does not shift based on delayed responses or changing circumstances, you signal emotional strength. This strength creates respect and psychological safety. She begins to view your time and focus as selective access, making her value every moment she shares with you. True attraction is created by architecture, not by chasing or demanding attention. The human mind responds to patterns, tension, and perceived value. Scarcity creates value, and absence intensifies desire. When you show up selectively and make your focus intentional, every word and moment carries weight. Constant availability makes you routine, but controlled presence makes you remarkable. Shift your focus from gaining approval to building substance. Uncertainty keeps the mind engaged. The less someone can completely predict your every move, the more mental energy they invest in decoding you. That energy of unresolved curiosity is what builds deep mental focus. Combine this with emotional contrast, and your influence lingers long after you leave. When someone sees that your world does not revolve around their validation, they step forward voluntarily because your presence feels scarce and valuable. Remember the responsibility that comes with these principles. Real influence is never about deceit, playing mind games, or trying to diminish someone's self-esteem. It is about building an authentic, high-value life, mastering your emotions, and structuring your interactions with respect and intent. When you cultivate real self-command and manage your presence, you naturally attract focus without forcing outcomes or faking your character. Building a life of purpose is the foundation of all psychological presence. When you have personal goals, strong discipline, and clear boundaries, self-containment becomes natural rather than an act. Women are instinctively drawn to men who have direction and stability. Do not try to perform these principles as a quick fix. Incorporate them as habits of self-respect. Real confidence comes from knowing who you are when nobody is watching. Start applying these concepts step by step. Begin by auditing your communication habits. Stop over-texting, stop filling every silence out of nervous energy, and practice wrapping up interactions on a high note. Focus on your daily routine, your physical discipline, and your long-term projects. As your internal value grows, your external presence will naturally reflect authority, calm, and intriguing depth without extra effort. Mastering perception, timing, and access changes the dynamic completely. You no longer need to convince anyone of your worth or over-explain your actions. Instead, you create conditions where your presence is genuinely valued and your absence is felt. Shift your focus away from seeking short-term attention and toward building enduring mental presence. When you control your mind and respect your own time, others will naturally do the same. Apply these principles with honor. Focus on your personal growth and let your results speak for themselves. True power lies in quiet self-sufficiency and unshakable character. Build your life, master your mind, and let your value remain unforgettable.